on stream.
Okay, well, you can ask your first question on stream now, Kamui, of which you were saying before stream.
Okay. So I have been informed through the wise man's letter from Thomas Jefferson that today we're going to be reacting to JuubiTaz's videos. Now, what I don't know, because it wasn't inscribed in carving on my letter, is how many JuubiTaz videos we're watching and what on earth topics they might be about.
Well, I think we should let fate decide that. Specifically, one of those singularity
Divine intervention,
people.
specifically, maybe.
I'm sick of the divine intervention, Shamine Flintervention. That's the next title.
Well,
but anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Back to our original questions.
Yes. What else were we saying?
I don't know. Immortal, you got any topics, any theories, any questions, concerns, critiques, praises?
Well, I have some questions, and that is, like, when did Amato place limiters on Kawaki?
Well, funny you ask. I happen to have a 15-minute video on the topic.
Please, Kamui, go ahead. Oh, wow. Wow, you do, Kamui? Wow, tell us all about it.
You know what? Speaking of video reactions, I got one.
Oh, Kamui, you have a YouTube channel? Oh, wow. What's the name of that?
Yeah, maybe some viewers could actually watch for once. So, I mean, the options would either be going in reverse order, just over the time skip, specifically when he reconstructed Kawaki's karma, sometime right before the Kawaki arc, so when he put Kawaki on the airship, or 4 would just be right when he first modified Kawaki from the get-go. Those are really the 4 options. I think the over the time skip is the most nonsensical, where it just doesn't make sense for a lot of reasons. Let me actually just go pull up my script so I can list off all of them. Limiters. Let me search that. Well, so far, do you guys agree with that?
Sounds good to me. Immortal.
I was just looking on the screen.
Did you want me to look on the screen? What screen were you looking on?
Well, I have the answer. He was looking on Immortal screen. What's on Immortal screen? I don't know, but that's the screen he was definitely looking on.
Well, anyway, I guess going into why over the time skip makes no sense. As we know from Chapter 5, Amato's conversation with Sumire was the first time since Omnipotence was cast that Amato, I'm totally just reading the script, that Amato brought up the fact that he was the one who modified Kawaki's body. Sumire's reaction is very clear, and the same goes for Shikamaru and Sai. And as we've consistently seen ever since Amato defected to the village, Amato is always under the supervision of Sumire or Sai because nobody trusts him. He's done enough behind the village's back, even while they were watching him. After what he did in the Code Arc, they're not just going to leave him alone long enough to modify Kawaki in secret. This means that if Amato were to have modified Kawaki over the time skip, Sumire and Sai would have seen it. And it doesn't make much sense for the whole village to wonder who modified Kawaki's body if he's coming in for regular maintenance with Amato every other week. Surely Shikamaru, Sai, and Sumire aren't that stupid. In addition, Amato is basically confined to Katasuke's lap. Why am I reading this? It's like a 10-minute... long story short, it doesn't make sense if you didn't know the time skip. Personally... Yeah. Do you agree? Before I mean, instead of me reading it, we better have just be watching the video at that point.
By the way, hello, Darishikage.
Immortal, when do you think Amato didn't place the limiters? Let's start with that.
Didn't?
Yeah, when do you think he definitely didn't do it?
He just didn't.
No. So, of the 4 times he would have had to have done it, which one do you think he definitely didn't do it at?
He didn't do it before he met Kawaki.
Well, that wasn't one of the options. So, to reiterate options, okay, in chronological order, when he first modified Kawaki to begin with, that's option 1. Option 2, basically right before putting Kawaki on Victor's airship at the beginning of the Kawaki arc. Option 3, when he reconstructed Kawaki's karma. Option 4, over the time skip. Which of those do you think are definitely the wrong answer?
I would say over the airship.
Why? Why that one? Well, not that he did it on the airship, but like right before.
But Immortal, he overheated. Sorry, I like how we say it.
Well, if he was gonna place the limiters, I'm not gonna doubt the fact that he probably did it while he was modifying his body. But I also can't doubt the fact that he also probably may have placed limiters on him when he reconstructed his karma seal.
Well, I agree. That's probably my number 1 pick. But the question is, what options did he definitely not do it for?
Oh.
So, do you agree the time skip is not when he did it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, just to address the Kawaki haters / the people saying, oh, this solves Kawaki. No, because Kawaki was limited in the Code arc. Remember when he was fighting Code and Boruto? Yeah, he was already limited. 99% chance. So, no, he is just weak to the Martians.
But with that being said,
I mean, honestly, I have like 20 minutes of video talking about this, so
yeah, that's right.
like,
What's
I don't know
up,
how to make
Power
this
to
concise.
99?
Okay. Well, we could move on to another topic. Immortal, did you have any others? Or did we want to bring up one of ours?
Let me see. You guys can break out one of yours.
Okay. Do you want to do a Boruto or a Naruto topic?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's do Naruto.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Well, Immortal, can you use Genjutsu to give another person chakra? Kind of like what Samehada does for Kisame, but like Genjutsu instead of Samehada.
I don't think that can happen.
Well, why not?
Well, it's a little weird because when someone uses Genjutsu, they are like, I would say either they're directing chakra into your system or just transmitting it. I don't know what I think that's what's going on.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, Immortal. How knowledgeable are you on Naruto fillers?
I try to stay away from fillers.
Why do you try to stay away from them?
Because I'm only watching the canon episodes. Anything else after that, I'm just not too worried about it.
Well, nobody said you had to worry about it. I mean, I'm not worrying about fillers. I don't know why I'd be scared for them. Like, I think the fillers will be okay.
Maybe
but,
on Halloween, but outside of that.
yeah, like, after that, like, man, I think the spooky season goes away, even in the fillers. But the reason I'm asking is because it seems like you're missing out on something very important.
Specifically episode 206, if memory serves memory right.
Yes,
which one?
Remember that arc?
OG?
Yeah,
one?
OG.
Of OG or?
OG, yeah. It's like the second or third to last arc.
Second.
It's the second to last arc. I did double check. I'm trying to find the scene that I need to find, but
it's the dude with the ocarina.
Yeah.
I don't.
The guy who amplifies Naruto with his sound flute ocarina musical instrument.
Seemingly sound genjutsu. This whole thing
Amplifying
is to amplify
Naruto.
people. Just like the one Waterfall OVA. Now, I do have another interesting idea on this, Kamui, that I just thought of. So, technically, the Gentle Fist works very similar to Genjutsu, to where, in a way, you're just disrupting the other person's chakra network by putting your own chakra into their chakra network through their chakra points, shutting down their chakra points. So, hypothetically, and I think this just is the case because I remember something about this. Can you give someone chakra through the Gentle Fist? And I'm remembering there was something, some demonstration, illustration, I don't remember if this was canon or filler. This might have been canon, where you have the neutral chakra points, then you touch them to turn them red, or you can touch them to make them overflow and amplify them, do a positive thing.
Turns them green. It turns them green.
Right.
Yeah, Kakashi
when was
explains.
this?
Kakashi, so it's during the Neji versus Hinata fight. I'll actually just go pull it up.
Okay.
So Kakashi's explaining the Gentle Fist to Naruto and Sakura and all them, and he explains that like you can press the chakra points to like halt the chakra flow, or you can actually do so in a way that amplifies them.
Bro, why did this
never
happen?
Saw that,
Why?
unfortunately.
It makes no sense to never see that.
But it's like, so like hypothetically, is Neji just gonna do the 64 palms on Naruto and then just make Naruto like basically like the 8 inner gates? Like,
bro, forget Naruto using the Nine Tails against Gaara. Neji just should have been there to amplify Naruto.
Yeah, exactly.
Freaking a war arc right after Neji's death, Hinata slaps him. That slap was the Gentle Fist. Just amplify Naruto in.
Yeah, so okay, I found that in the manga here. It doesn't do the green thing in the manga.
Okay.
He just says it, but he says, in theory, if you can accurately hit them, you can halt the flow of an enemy's chakra or enhance it, controlling it in any way you wish.
Post it?
Any way he wishes, bro. Do anything.
Is this what happened to Madara? Kaguya hit all his chakra points all at once? Maybe we did see this in the series.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if we'll get copyright if I show this, but I found the scene of him amping Naruto.
Okay. We could do our best, but can you first of all show the Hinata Neji thing wherever you post it?
Well, I didn't post it. I'll just share my screen.
Okay, that works. Okay, they just don't do the thing. Oh, I kind of want to see it in the anime now as well.
Okay. What episode would this be? Like 43 or something?
I was thinking 46, but it might be probably close to yours.
No, I think you're right. 46.
Okay. I need to have more confidence in myself. What am I, Himawari?
Yes, dude. Get rid of those frequency biases.
Bloodline trait of the Hyuga. A visual
Oh god,
jutsu,
it's
like
so
Sasuke's
no
Sharingan.
noise. Okay, I muted it. You're good.
Yeah, no, I kind of forgot that, like, I'm not supposed to do that right now.
That's okay.
47. That's what we need.
And I also have this in front of the screen on purpose, chat. I will get rid of it when we get to the actual point.
Okay. I think it's about to come up.
Here we go!
Okay,
Okay. This is hype.
okay.
I love to see it. I wish there was
Do you want me
captions,
to,
but...
Yeah.
Oh, maybe there are?
Well, 458.
If you press the gear, maybe captions exist. Oh, let's go! Okay. He says the word gain right there. He literally said the word gain.
Here we go.
361 energy things in the body, by the way. That should be a on the trivia.
Yeah.
Increase.
Theoretically, when to halt or increase chakra flow is the green button.
I love
and
it.
able to gain complete control over an opponent's flow of chakra.
Bro, that's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. So I think
Now, that was definitely a drop plot point.
theoretically, you could do this with Genjutsu.
Well, let me show you it happening. Do you want me to mute this or turn it down or?
I already
what
muted it on
should
my
I
end.
do?
You can just play it, the audio on your end. It's fine.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's rewind. All right.
Let's go to.
He's pulling out the instrument, and they play the soundtrack exactly as it is.
This is what it sounds like. Okay, that's all I can play.
Wait, watch this though.
Oh.
Look at his chakra. Okay,
Oh.
like watch.
Look at him, like shaking. Oh my
Look how
god!
fast he's going.
Oh my god! Where was this dude when Naruto fought Sasuke?
Wait,
Flowing through my
is
whole
Naruto-
body.
Is Naruto flying?
Bro
Hold
went
on.
8
Bro.
gates. Look at him,
Bro, this is
Wait,
bigger.
what?
Dude,
I forgot it
it's
was
bigger
that
than the Night
insane.
DLC versus Neji.
You're telling me that Naruto has the 8 gates. Has unlocked one of the 8 inner gates.
Bro, this is crazier than the 8 gates. He just did it. He
Oh,
just did
that's
the he just did the
Bro,
night
you're just
guy.
gonna have Menma play his instrument.
What? Oh, that's crazy.
I love it. But I wonder what JuubiTaz
We were talking
thinks
about
of
it
that.
last night, I think it was, or whatever night it was. And then I brought that. I was like, well, actually, I think we have evidence of this.
It's amazing. I love it. So, chat, what do you think? Can you give someone chakra via Genjutsu? I mean, you're literally shooting your own chakra into the other person to disrupt their chakra network. What if you just, like, don't do the
Exactly.
malicious part?
Yeah, instead of disrupting it, you
I can't say erupt, that's the same
interrupt
thing.
it. Yeah? Interrupt it.
Interrupt it.
Erupt
No,
it.
I got it. You pro-rupt it.
Yeah. Pro-rupt. You misrupt it.
Ooh.
But yeah.
Anyways.
It would have been cool if he saw Itachi. You know what? Okay. Actually, fun little rewrite. So nonsensical. So unnecessary. People would probably hate it because it's going to make Itachi look even better than he already does in this fight. But you know what? He already is carrying anyway. What if Itachi did that to Sasuke to get Sasuke to keep up with him in the Kabuto fight so that their fight would be more even?
Well,
So he just put Sasuke in an enhancement Genjutsu.
I did mention this as the example the other night. You had the Menma Ocarina. I had this. Oh, JuubiTaz is gone. I'm sure it's going to be right back. I was going to say, when Sasuke and Itachi break each other out of Genjutsu, that could have been like the perfect moment to do that. Also, technically, Sarada puts herself under un-Genjutsu. She un-Genjutsuifies herself with Genjutsu in the Mitsuki retrieval
I thought of
arc
another
with
one.
the sword. But yeah.
Yes, I thought of another idea. Okay. Because this actually should just straight up be possible, and it does work really well considering the filler. Right before or after, it doesn't matter what order, but when Kabuto does Taiyuya's Flute Genjutsu on Itachi and Sasuke, Kabuto could have also amplified himself using basically Menma from the filler's ability on himself. He can hear the sound if he just, he can hear it, so like he should be able to do that.
I have a funny one for you. So you know how like he can use, well, technically it's not him, but okay. So you remember when he had like his elbows moving his knee and his armpits moving his left toenail, etc., etc., through Shizune? So Shizune is making other body parts move based on the muscle twitch reaction of the brain, of the movement
actually
response,
Tsunade,
nervous
but,
system.
yeah.
Oh, it's Tsunade? Okay, either way. Okay. So let's just say Tsunade wants to amp the person. Instead of making the left ear move the right nostril, what if it is just the same body part moving the same body part? So in this case, your left elbow is moving your left elbow, but it somehow just like doubly amplifies it to where you just move twice as fast. Like every part of your body is like that.
So, I mean, the way that jutsu works is it's a lightning style jutsu,
Yeah.
and then like the lightning style just disrupting the nerves. But in theory, just as in the Raikage's case, it's amplifying your nervous system signals to be faster, theoretically, like either whether it's just a coincidental by chance thing where it just Tsunade's like, oh shit, it backfired against me this time. It actually enhanced them, or she can do it intentionally. In theory, I don't care how low the percentage chance is, it should be possible for that to happen.
Oh, he definitely would have a lot more vitality at the very least. I don't see.
Like, Kabuto just ends up with like a lightning cloak. She's like, "What have I done? I've created a monster."
It's somehow.
And he just keeps it forever.
No,
that's how he surpassed
the
Kakashi.
point of the gentle fist is that it's not applicable or like viable without the Byakugan because you need it to like in order to accurately hit the chakra network. That doesn't mean you can't hit it otherwise. So what if Tsunade just coincidentally hit every single one of his chakra points just by sheer accident?
I mean, like,
oops.
But here's the thing, though. Like, I gotta again. Props to Kabuto, but it is really funny on Kishimoto's part in the arc following the Chunin exams where he had it be like, oh, only Byakugan users can use Gentle Fist because you need to see the chakra, blah, blah, blah. Then he follows it up with the next arc where he just has Kabuto literally do the exact same thing, but he doesn't have the Byakugan. He just is medically smart and knows where all the right places to target are.
Right.
So, like, you don't need the Byakugan, you just need to be knowledgeable and that made my heart happy. I was like,
but I wonder how it made JuubiTaz's heart. JuubiTaz, thoughts?
Where is he?
It's like, does he realize we can't hear him? Okay, he's muted and unmuted, but we still can't hear him. So now at least he knows that we can't hear him. But wow, he's working on that. Oh, we have a mention. I'm assuming it's from JuubiTaz. Oh, no, it's from Space. Kishimoto be like, this is fun. Okay, Space, this might be my favorite thing you've ever posted. I love that. But Kamui, what did you think of it?
Oh, let me look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is literally Kishimoto. It's fine.
So good. Okay. Well, while we're waiting on JuubiTaz, I do want to add, I absolutely love.
Oh, that's right. I need to make my new version of that code one that I had. I had one in mine. It was the top panel. I was like, I don't know how to Photoshop that in a way that's not going to just be a pain in the ass. But now that somebody else did it, I can do the rest of it that I want to do.
Okay. I love how Ko just looks annoyed here, the fact that she said this. It's like, how dare you? You reminded me for no reason.
I need to make a folder for these.
Oh, that'd be good, yeah. And I need to make one for the latest Lion King movie, Mufasa. A lot of critics are saying it was a bad movie. I would agree. I felt like I was watching Two Blue Vortex when I was watching Mufasa. Specifically, Scar's backstory, his village and origin story was laughable. It's so baffling. I'm going to turn it into one of these memes because it's actually like that. It reminded me of the scene. I don't even remember
what his backstory was. I thought he just like wanted to be king or whatever.
I don't think you have one. You might, because I saw something that was like some sort of animated prologue. But I'm talking about like the new movie that just came out, the LionKing one.
Oh,
like
I have not seen. Okay, I thought you referred to the original movie. I was like, I don't think he had anything crazy.
Yeah, no. It's just ridiculous. Mufasa basically stole his girl, but not really. And he took it in the worst way possible and refused to be reasonable. Like, usually, whenever there's, like, a misunderstanding in a movie, you can understand why both sides would think that and think it's a tragedy. In this case, Scar knew everything, and he was just being an idiot before, during, and after. Like, for no reason. It made no sense. It was awful, bro. Anyways, looking at more of these memes, because they are hilarious. You do know, don't
I know. I'm trying to find the best one for what I want to do here. I think. I don't know if I want to do. You made physical contact with him, or you left into his arms for the one I want to do.
Are both of those translations like already technically in existence?
Well, most of them are just you leapt into his arms because that's what the original translation is.
With Imamar. You do know, don't
Like
you?
the you made physical contact with him is like a made up one for Ishiki, or as well as the you let him step on your face one. Those are made up.
Bro, I love how
I think leapt into his arms will work for the one I want to do here.
I love the way they take other panels and Photoshop it to work so perfectly into this scene. You always say
But that's what I'm.
So
That's
good.
what I'm gonna do. Well, all I really need to do is change a couple here, but because it's what I thought would be good and nobody did. So
It's the Naruto. I love these so much, bro. And again, I think it was, I forget who it was. Was it Shuyuka? No, it was Ash. It was Ash that was saying this might become as iconic as the Sasuke choking meme. So good.
somebody said it. Yeah, I'm down, bro. Like
It's good. I can see it being elevated to that level. Let's see.
okay, this
I think that's all of it.
I'm actually gonna make mine on stream right now.
Okay.
I just need to basically just
That's all.
put a couple changes, but it's not gonna be anything crazy.
We also have call me if you want to look at my screen really quick. I don't know if you've seen this one.
Yes, I saw that. I loved it.
It's
Remind me of
so
the
good.
pain. What?
It's so good. Oh my god.
See, if we can keep this up, then I will forgive Tubu Vortex if we can make it like the biggest meme ever.
See, I love the word forgive because that implies it's already done something unforgivable. Which means we have to.
It has.
Exactly. So I love that terminology.
It's done a lot of unforgivable things, in fact.
But JuubiTaz, would you agree with that? Man, you know, Kamui, this has been some of our best guests spotlighting of all time. Glad we could really give them the highlight.
I know.
One of our best guest podcasts.
What are we
ever.
doing wrong?
Are we listening to him in mono or something? Is that why it's not working? By the way, I do want to shout out our Discord. In case you haven't joined, feel free to. I will send a server invite in the description. I guess this one works. What the heck? Okay, that's weird. It just changed how it looks now, I guess. Okay. Anyways, so here's the link. For some reason, I guess we just had a mass exodus in the Discord over the holiday break. I don't know why. Just like tons of people seemingly left and joined out of nowhere randomly over the past couple weeks, days, whatever. Oh, maybe just more than normal, or maybe just having more people. It's like a bus. People always leaving and joining all over the place. But shout out all these people who've left literally this week. It's like that's so many people that have joined and left. I don't understand why. But yeah, shout out all these people. But anyways, with that being said, so JuubiTaz's channel, everybody. Hey, this is our guest for the night. It's JuubiTaz, and this is what his channel looks like. Definitely go subscribe. He does a lot of Naruto Boruto videos, yeah, of which we're planning on reacting to one. Yeah, it's definitely a plan that we're planning to do at some point in time, possibly tonight. But anyway,
it's a boy.
Oh my god. I do still want to do another Boruto stream before the next chapter comes out. And before the spoilers come out as well, because I still had like twice as much to say on this chapter alone.
Yeah, I already forgot like all the stuff he probably wrote down, and so everything's just so old at this point. I don't even know anymore. Like, I don't know what we said in the first stream at this point.
I know for the most part because I know what I want to say in the second stream and like the recap stuff that I want to give as well. I actually switched between my phone and laptop and the problem persists. Persist is quite the fancy word to be using in such an unfancy situation. The contrast amazes me. What are you, Markiplier on Reddit? I'm just trying to be trendy. Both make no sound apparently. Well, I'm assuming that you're talking when you try to make this out. Maybe that.
Yeah, have you tried opening your mouth? Just to confirm, you have.
No, we don't.
That, right?
At least I don't have a mute. I already checked, but
yeah, he's not. I didn't
talking
mute
for
him
the past
or
10
anything.
minutes more even. I mean, Space, can you hear him? I can't hear him. Okay. I guess I'll try calling you really quick and just see if it's randomly the stage for whatever reason of the server, but let's find out. Oh, I've been on my face cam the entire time. I hope that's okay. And now we wait. Okay, can I hear you?
Can you hear me?
I hear you! It is the stage!
Oh my god.
That is such a
I've
troll.
been trying to speak for like the past 20 minutes. I honestly don't even understand what's happening. Do you think it's like some permissions thing on your side?
I don't know. I'm just going to make a new room, I guess, for all of us. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do I not have you here? Okay. Are you? Okay, I'm gonna add you as a friend.
Alright, let's do that.
Yeah. Okay. This is unbelievable. Okay, we got Kamui, and now we have. As soon as you add me. As soon as you add me. Oh, just let me know when you add me.
I added you.
Okay, you already did. Huh. Well, you're not popping up. Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay. Taz and Kamui. And create group DM and call. So, Kamui, you're not going to believe it.
It's working in here.
Yeah.
It was the stage.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
You're very muffled.
Yeah,
But
if
yes.
you could change to your other
Wait,
microphone,
give
that
me a
would be very
second.
much appreciated.
Yeah, I'll try something else.
Okay, go. But yeah, no, Kamui. It was the stage. That's the problem, apparently.
For some unknown reason.
Yeah. I
What can I say?
Well, we have you here now. Hey, JuubiTaz, what's up? Oh my god, okay, whatever you're doing, stop doing that. Oh my god, okay. Is it good?
Can you guys hear me?
Okay, we hear you now.
Yes.
We really heard you a
Okay.
second ago, trust me.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so
Yeah,
should
thoughts?
we react to some vids or what's the vibe?
Well, did you want to introduce yourself?
Right. I'm a YouTuber, JuubiTaz. I make some dope Naruto content. And yeah, just try to put some of the best content out there.
All right.
Not much more to introduce.
Sounds good. So, I know we're reacting to one of your videos. I was curious, as a singularity of fate of which you are, which video of all of your videos should we react to?
I got a list of videos which I think would be interesting to react to.
Okay.
Like I can start us off on like a light one.
Sure. I think a light one for us is going to turn into a 5-course meal, but we could try.
Knowing
By
us,
light,
yeah.
I mean it's like simple and not a very in-depth video.
Yeah, like why Pain was right, or why Obito, or was Obito right? Yeah, what are those videos? I'm sure that'll go well with me and Kamui.
Actually, I was saving that one for like a bit. So I was gonna start with why the Konoha elders are worse than you remember.
Okay. Is there any genetics discussed in the video?
Not really. It's kind of just trashing Koharu and Hamura for the most part.
Okay. So, in other words, should be acceptable for us.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep the spicier ones for a bit later.
Okay. I will share my screen. All right. So, why the Konoha elders are worse than you remember. From JuubiTaz
Or worse.
with JuubiTaz. All right.
Let's get it.
Konoha Elders Council, or the geezers that ruled the Leaf Village, were the fucking worst, dude. Everyone already hates Danzo, but there are two characters that are just as bad, if not...
To be fair, we're supposed to hate Danzo intentionally. I don't know if we're supposed to hate these two, but I think
I wasn't hearing anything. I thought you hadn't started yet.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah.
I think
I have my volume up.
Okay, you have it up now?
I have it. No, my volume's been up. I just wasn't hearing it.
Oh, okay. Well, can you hear it now?
Not worse than him. Koharu
Okay, now I hear it.
Okay.
All right, restart it.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Elders Council.
Of course.
Or the
Yeah. I started 20
Konoha
times.
Elders Council, or the geezers that ruled the Leaf Village, were the fucking worst, dude. Everyone already hates Danzo, but there are two characters that are just as bad, if not worse than him. Koharu Utatane and Hamura Mitokado, the teammates of the third Hokage and students of the second.
I love how
Together,
you know their
alongside
last
Hiruzen and
names.
Danzo, they formed the Hidden Leaf Council. Despite their relative obscurity in the show, these two elders are actually really disliked by the fanbase. They're the ones
Wait,
that
really
are
quick,
in the
who
show.
formed them? Because I think that's really interesting.
Who formed them?
Yeah, do we know who formed the council? Was it
I think
Hashirama,
the
Tobirama?
students
The
of
elders themselves?
Tobirama just like naturally took the governing roles because like they were they were the students of the Hokage.
I mean, it could have
And
been
then they-
Hashirama, Tobirama, the feudal lord. It could have been they themselves. It could have been Hiruzen. Who knows? But all possible options would be extremely interesting. For a variety of reasons that we could get into, but I feel like that'd be a long discussion to get into. So,
By the council, you referring to specifically like Danzo, the two elders, and Hiruzen, or are you including like all those people with the feudal lords that were like voting for the next Hokage and stuff?
No,
I mean-
I'm just the council is just the ones that are like in charge of the Leaf Village.
Yeah, I'm
so I
not
consider
talking-
the rest to be like
So like, yeah, but like, are you including Shikaku, for example, who's like invited to the Hokage election meeting, or are you just referring to those four old people?
So, Kamui, I'm not talking
just
about
those
the
four
members.
people.
I'm talking about the concept of a council at all.
Well, again, the reason why I'm asking my question is because if the council you're referring to is
Just the
those
four
four,
in
then I think it's Hiruzen's crew is where that starts. But if you're referring to some of those other people that could be included in the council, then that could be done earlier with like Tobirama or something. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, then let's
Yeah,
just go
they're
with the origin. Whoever was in it during the origin. There you go.
I don't. Again, it depends on what you mean by council.
Okay. Let me make a different question just to maybe get the idea across to you quicker or better. And this isn't like a trick question. This is like a genuine question that's like probably up in the air. Who do you think came up with the idea or like implemented the idea of a Hokage as the leader of the Leaf Village?
Well, Hashirama.
Was it Hashirama?
Unless you mean like, well,
I think the last
unless
fire,
you mean like maybe the villagers. like themselves.
It
but
could be, yeah, I don't know. It could be Tobirama saying for Hashirama to take position of leadership. Hashirama might not have even considered to
yeah,
have a
I
leader of the
guess. I
village.
guess that's
He just wanted
fair.
to
Yeah.
form it. But
It doesn't
we don't
seem
know.
to be Madara because Hashirama was the one like just telling him about the idea to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JuubiTaz,
I think
what
the
do you
Land
think?
of Fire was involved somehow.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a combination of, you know, the Senju head and like the leader of the Land of Fire, since that's kind of how the village was created in the first place. There
Yeah.
was some like cooperation to unite the land.
Yeah. You could also
Yeah, actually,
argue
it could have been the feudal lord itself,
exactly,
whoever it
yeah.
was at the time.
Just appoint a single leader, because the single leader factor of it is also, I think, an important factor. Otherwise, Madara and Hashirama could have just been duo Hokages at the same time, and it could be instead
Yeah,
of a
which
monarch,
Hashirama would have definitely liked.
whatever a 2 arc is, a duo arc, whatever that's called. Bipartisanship? I don't know. Sour, where you at?
Tripartisan?
It sounds pretty cowardly to me, but anyways.
Danzo, they formed the Hidden Leaf Council. Despite their relative obscurity in the show, these two elders are actually really disliked by the fanbase. They're the ones that always challenged Tsunade and criticized her every move.
All this trouble and commotion over a couple of wretched grave robbers. It makes us look.
Kamui, what scene is this?
This is from
Let me
filler.
actually look.
No,
Rewind it
don't
again.
tell
It is
us,
a
don't tell us.
filler.
I know it's for filler.
No, well, I wasn't actually looking. I was trying to make my simmer, rewind it so I can see the images just to confirm.
No, it's about
what
the
I think it
dialogue,
is.
more importantly. I mean, if you can get it from this
Yeah.
visual alone,
Well,
I'll be flabbergasted.
Well, I assumed that this was in reference to the Asuma filler arc, but because they robbed the graves of those Guardian Shinobi 12, but otherwise it could also be, I think it just is, the Asuma filler arc. I'm pretty sure it's just what it is.
Okay. By the way, I feel like that'd be a really fun game show. Is if I know there's one of these for Avatar to where some dude somehow got every single frame of every single episode of the entire show and put it into a randomizer, and you have to guess which episode any single frame from the entire show is from, which episode. I feel like that'd be fun to do for Naruto. I don't know about from the entire show, a single frame for guessing individual episodes. There's like 700 episodes. It's too much, especially with the filler. So it's
No.
probably
It's
whoever's
not
closest.
too much. I'm
But yeah,
down.
I mean, okay. Sure.
I think that's the perfect number.
Either way.
And commotion over a couple of wretched grave robbers.
It makes us look pathetic, Princess Tsunade.
Word of our recent troubles has spread to neighboring lands and the feudal lord. We're a laughingstock. And it's all because of you. Your orders were slow and confused.
Your lack
It's
of
all
leadership
because of
jeopardizes
you. Get out of here.
You were slow and confused. Lack of leadership jeopardizes blah. It feels like Boruto all over again. Well, I guess Boruto feels like this all over again, but yeah.
safety of the Leaf Village. Along with the title of Hokage comes responsibilities. It's time you started taking them seriously.
All while cucking to Danzo. They were basically Danzo's lackeys. They're part of the reason why Danzo had the degree of control that he did, which is why they're almost as hated as he is.
Can I just say it's kind of crazy how the feudal lord hasn't fired these people yet? Like, it's almost like a tiering system to where the council is in a way above the Hokage in terms of the feudal lord's eyes. At least in Boruto it seems that way. Because they're like, oh yeah, I blame you guys, and if this keeps up, I'm gonna fire Shikamaru. Oh, okay.
Yeah, honestly, it's insane that they're still alive, let alone running shit after all of the stuff that went down under their reign.
Yeah.
Like, the Hokage can be criticized, but these two can do no wrong, apparently. They've rigged the system for their favor.
Exactly. It's weird, though, because, again, I think they just ruined the feudal lords in Boruto, considering Ikkyu was totally on Naruto's side. Now it feels like that's just not the case anymore, randomly, but, whatever.
I don't know why they didn't get replaced with, like, Kakashi and Tsunade. They would have made for much better councils.
Well, it's like in the anime at least, they were just Kakashi Tsunade were just like added to the elders. Like they were like when in the Mitsuki desertion arc, they're like all of them are there talking to Naruto, like, Naruto, what have you done? Why are you hiding this and stuff? Like the elders, Tsunade, they're all there. This is weird.
The thing is, it made sense in Naruto's era, especially from the ignorant feudal lord's perspective. He doesn't really know much better anyways. Considering, if we're going to say it was Hiruzen, then Hiruzen's whole purpose of founding the foundation of Danzo and his underground root organization of the council, all that, is so they could, like, handle the dark side of the village while he handles the light side. But his whole narrative issue there is that he was forcing all of the dark side onto Danzo instead of taking any of it onto himself, which is what led Danzo down that whole path in the first place. Tragically. But then the feudal lord would agree with that, and he would recognize the fact that these council members can serve that role correctly. They're doing their job, and it would be the Hokage or whoever else that would be doing their incompetent job, which is why I can understand in Boruto. The problem is, it's not that feudal lord. This is EQ, not the previous feudal lord. So I don't think that works. Plus the fact that, like, the era of conflict ended. At least in terms of 5 great nations. But yeah. What were you saying, JuubiTaz?
Never mind.
Okay.
It's not important.
Today, I've decided to go over the 2 elders, Koharu and Hamura, why everyone fucking hates them, why I hate them, and why you should hate them too.
You too.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and other than that, let's get to it. So not much is known about Koharu and Hamura's childhood, other than
is this fan art? What is this from?
Yeah.
Art. Okay.
During the
It's
early
fan.
days
Yeah,
of
that's
Konoha,
definitely fan art.
both
Look at
the first and second
know.
Hokage were alive, and they would also be part of the second Hokage's escort unit much later on, alongside Torifo Akemichi, Kagami Uchiha, Hiruzen Sarutobi, and Danzo Shimura, where the Hokage would sacrifice himself and engage...
Bro, low-key, from this group, I've always wanted to know more about him. He's got a cool design. Bro, this should have been Choji's dad. Screw Choza.
I want to know more about Kakami because they're just randomly like connecting him to Shisui, who already is kind of a mystery, and it's like, wait, what?
Where the Hokage would sacrifice himself and engage the Kinkaku unit while his team escaped.
Tobirama has flying Raijin, by the way. Keep that in mind. He has markers in the village. Just want that to sink in real quick, but there are ways to get around that. I just think it's funny. It's one of those funny, disingenuous arguments, but yeah.
Not much is really known about their ninja rank or combat level. Danzo implies that the both of them weren't given
a good image for what I want, and I'll be
relegated to governing duties because they couldn't fight, and also due to the fact that they were once students of the second Hokage and possibly the first as well. The first few times we see them in part 1, they had a pretty minor role. We know that they're ball busters that tried to coerce Jiraiya into becoming the Hokage.
Why did you say they're ball busters?
I don't know, but I love it.
Okay, sure.
I'm glad you said it.
They are.
Fair enough. So, okay. You know what? Let's really delve deep into this analysis here. How would you define ball buster?
Yeah, ball buster.
Bus skills, basically. They come there and they like annoy you and nag you while you're trying to like peacefully spy on women. And like they try to coerce you into becoming the Hokage, and you're like, I'd rather just, stay here and do my research. But now you have to go all the way looking for the granddaughter of the first Hokage so that she can take the position so that you can get back to being a perf.
I just find it hilarious how spying on women has the ability to be described as peaceful. Yeah. Anyways.
But Jiraiya would much rather spy on naked women than lead the Leaf Village. And then we get the inauguration of Tsunade as Hokage.
Okay, real quick. real quick, since we were talking about like the Attack on Titan scout hoods, or the hoods on the jacket, why those served a purpose. What is this metal frame on the side of the Hokage hat? Is this to like put it on and off to like grab it?
Yeah, maybe it's a handle to grab it, or it's a coat hanger.
I think, yeah, to hang it somewhere.
Coat hanger. I
Yeah,
like
no,
that. That's
it's so you can hang your Hokage cloak on your hat.
I love that. Yes.
Hokage,
How
and
would
not much
they-
else. We don't really see them as the vile, corrupt geezers we've come to hate until Danzo's in the mix. We see their true colors. Whenever Danzo has some secret agenda and wants to question the Hokage's authority, he sends these two old farts. Let's go over their first interaction with Tsunade in Shippuden. They show up to criticize Tsunade's decision to send Naruto on missions that could put him in contact with the Akatsuki, which, fair enough. The Akatsuki is trying to hunt.
Random note, do we know anything about her earring? Like, Hashirama's necklace is special. Is this the Hyuga's long-lost Tensegon earring? I don't know. Who knows?
I think we only know that like they have some sealing jutsu in the filler, but that's kind of it for their abilities.
Yeah, the only jutsu they learned.
Yeah.
So much
They
for
can
first
seal.
and second Hokage's disciples.
I know they're so bad. Like, bro, like what?
Also,
What did
the one probably died.
what did Toby
Kagami-
Rama teach them, and what didn't he teach them? Because it doesn't seem like he taught them much.
It seems like he just taught Hiruzen. Like that's it. It was just Hiruzen.
Yeah.
And like Kagami died, and God knows what happened to Torifo.
Remind me, was Hiruzen the Naruto Jiraiya dunce who was like tied to the bell test wooden pole thing?
No,
He was
we
like,
don't know. It's not implied anyway.
all we know is that he was like always like a one step ahead of Danzo, right? That he was kind of like the friend that always did better than him, and Danzo was envious from like the very beginning.
I'm looking this up. I feel like I've seen this, but is this not a thing? This might not be a thing.
Anyways, let's watch.
Okay. I just wanted to double check, and I don't see anything, so I guess it's fair enough. Okay.
Down Naruto, so it kind of makes sense. But Tsunade does rightfully point out that, hey, look, Gaara was in the safest place in his village, and that didn't stop the Akatsuki from capturing him. So keeping Naruto on the move is not only the safest option for him, but for the village. So you know what conclusion they arrive to? Fine, we'll let him go, but only under the condition that Danzo implants a spy into Team Kakashi.
I do want to add to my previous point, I think that narratively that should have been a thing. That would have been pretty cool. Not only for the generational connectiveness of it being the same generation basically repeated over and over again, but also Naruto would see Hiruzen, who was once just like him, and he made it, so I can make it too. That would be pretty cool. It would change Hiruzen's character a little bit, or maybe even imply growth. That would work as well. No, I like that as an idea. And even, again, making the comparison between Hiruzen and Danzo and then Naruto and Sasuke, where Naruto succeeded, whereas Hiruzen failed. It's another way. Yeah, I like it. Okay. I think that should have been a thing, if it isn't. But comments, let me know.
To leak sensitive leaf intelligence to Orochimaru, obviously. It's not like Sai could have protected Naruto from the Akatsuki. Danzo just wanted to get rid of Sasuke, and these two were just his tools, as always. You'll see these two always recite the same shit.
Oh, well, Danzo's methods may be extreme, but he always does what is necessary to protect the village.
My ass, dude. Okay. If he really cared about protecting the village, then why'd he hide like a bitch during the invasion? Let's talk about their role in the invasion. Danzo sent them to do his dirty work, as always, and they tried to dissuade Tsunade from summoning Naruto back to the village. Which, while I do understand, the village would have stood no chance had Naruto not arrived. But anyways, Tsunade finally...
Which, by the way, it's a little bit silly from at least like a third-person perspective to see how adamant Tsunade is on the side of Naruto coming here to fight a person stronger than him because she believes in Naruto. Whereas 2 arcs later, she's on the council's side, basically saying, Naruto, no, don't fight in the
Well,
war.
no, that's actually not true. She
Yeah,
was,
at first she wanted him
she
to
was
come-
more like, it's not my decision. Like, I'm not the leader of this. And frankly, it would be a 4v1 vote against me anyway. She wanted to believe in Naruto. Eventually, she got convinced into like actually fighting for him versus kind of just being on the sideline.
I mean, you
Yeah.
could say that. She was at least physically, literally on the Raikage side.
Yeah, but she wasn't like truly like agreed with Naruto, but she wasn't like she was more or less abstaining. Like she
First-
personally would have voted for Naruto the whole time.
Okay.
She suggested that they use the power of the Jinchuriki, and it was like everyone, especially Goro, was like, "Yeah, we're not gonna let him go on the battlefield," and like everyone else was in agreement. And there, like Kamui said, there wasn't much that she could have done.
Yeah, like they decided before she even woke back up from her coma.
But she would have let it happen and not fight against the decision if Naruto wouldn't have fought in the war based on this. Like, it's like saying, oh, Sasuke was always on Naruto's side in the final fight, or oh, Obito was always on Naruto's side in the war arc. When if nothing changed,
not.
they would be on their side.
Not comparable
Just 'cause she was-
to Tsunade.
Just
Yeah,
because she was
Tsunade
on
was
his side, it
always-
doesn't mean she was fighting for his side. There is a difference.
I agree, but my argument is about on the side, not fighting on the side.
Okay, well, we think she was on the side, just not fighting.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
look at how she's treating the council members here versus how she treated the Raikage. It's just making the comparison. It's a little
But
bit
she was
silly.
the Hokage, the actual leader, versus being secondary.
I
The
don't
Raikage was the
care.
leader, and she was one of 5 versus just being the leader.
Yeah, the council members here are hyping themselves up. We're the council members. We're telling you what to do. This is a direct order, Tsunade. And she's like, I don't care who
That's-
you are. As she's slamming up against the wall.
Because it doesn't even make sense that they're saying that because no, they don't. They're not the boss of her.
I mean,
Yeah,
in a way,
they're
they arguably kind of can be. I mean, they seemingly are the boss of Shikamaru.
Which makes no sense.
Okay, we'll tell it to the daimyo. Again, I think the daimyo makes no sense anyways in Boruto. Well, there you go. Seems we have
I
more
see what you
political
mean.
power
I feel
anyways.
like they have some role of authority.
Yeah, so I think on paper they have less authority, but secretly they have more sway with the daimyo than the Hokage.
Or at least
They did seem to. Yeah, no, I could agree with that. They did seem to be able to deal with the daimyo and his men. Like it seems like they're the liaison. They're the ones that reach out to the daimyo in the first place.
Yeah. So
They're
even
the ones
if
that remain.
oh yeah, you remember when else Tsunade fought against someone who she couldn't do anything against like 10 minutes later? Freaking the Madara. What happened to that? She's like, oh yeah, Madara, I'm not gonna vote here because I'm useless. No, she was freaking fighting it. She was breaking this dude's ribcage. So I don't want to
Well,
hear.
it's a little bit different.
Was she
Yes,
using
that
her
is-
Byakugo still to stop the Raikage? No? Okay, so I don't want to hear it.
Well, she never got pushed to that point.
Oh,
It was also
Yeah.
about letting Naruto himself. Like,
Brother Raikage was about to freaking kill Naruto. She didn't step in.
yeah, I
Like,
told you
The right-
to do himself.
Naruto.
Really puts her
Like,
foot down.
honestly-
She basically
When he made it to the KCM, no chance in hell the Raikage could ever kill him.
I don't think that's true at all. I think it was extremely close, and Naruto barely edged out the victory there. Unless you want to
Do
argue
you know what
the
it
power
is?
scaling 73
Bro,
times faster thing.
If you notice, in that fight, he never goes on the offense. He's just trying to outspeed the Raikage the entire time. So we never see him even try to attack the Raikage. That's not even on his mind. The Raikage's on his side. Naruto wouldn't attack him in the first place. The Raikage thinks he can kill Naruto, just like he thinks he can overpower B, but B could also like push him back and shit.
I mean, fair enough if you want to argue it from that perspective. I mean, I definitely wasn't thinking of it like that, but sure. I will say, when he's in KCM 1, he's very limited on shadow clones. Unless you want to argue the anime. Seemingly, anyways. That's how it should have been.
Which is
Considering
how
the
it
type
should
of
have
war.
been.
Yeah, no, in the anime, I counted. He makes over 600 clones, I'm pretty sure. I counted
So
something.
what you're saying is how it should be, though, the manga or anime version.
It should be the manga version where he
that's how
makes
I
like
always thought.
Okay.
I forget how many. It's like 6 to 12, I think, clones in total. Which even
It
that's
might
a
be
lot.
13.
I think he made like 100 at least. No.
No, that's only in the
No,
anime.
in the manga it's like 13 or something. It's not that many.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the anime, I'm thinking about the anime.
Yeah, the anime, he makes over 600. Again, I counted.
Oh wow.
I don't think he should be able to do that within KCM 1, where it's a tug of war, where if you make shadow clones, don't do it, Naruto, because you'll run out of chakra so quick and then the Ninetales will take over and kill you.
But I think the Eight Tails also kind of implied that the Ninetales wasn't even trying to take Naruto's chakra. Like it low key, like just wanted to be left alone.
Yeah, but it's still ridiculous to come out of saying don't do it to go to 600. It's a little bit.
I think once he can access the Ninetales chakra, there's just so much chakra he has that he can just create clones like it's nothing. He was already able to create how many clones without
but then
access.
it counters what B says too much.
Exactly.
It's just like, okay.
Like, why would B even have the line if that's the case? And plus, that sort of devalues KCM too if Kurama's technically already just on his side, but just not saying it.
Well, it's different between him not stealing, not trying to like get a hold of Naruto, and just like not cooperating with him. He's still not cooperating with Kurama.
Yes, but that doesn't make a
more like
real
tough
difference.
between
Plus, in a
I
way,
think
he was like
make-
begrudgingly anyways, considering Madara was there, and he's like, Naruto, Madara's there. Let's not let Madara win.
I mean, I think Kurama bought the whole Madara thing at first, right? Or did he never even question it?
He just doesn't have dialogue in the first place until he sees the real Madara. He's like, oh yeah, that's Madara.
Yeah.
So he never comments on.
Not that I can think of.
Do you think Kurama knew the masked man wasn't Madara?
What's interesting is, I think in the anime, he's like, "Oh, it's you," when like Obito pulls up. So it seems like he gets fooled into thinking he's Madara somehow.
This doesn't make sense. I don't know. He's probably just seeing the Sharingan and going into a blind rage, just not thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Anyways.
Tells them that they gotta believe in Naruto and that it was the former generation's role to pass the torch down. And they're basically like, fine, do as you wish, and just dip. Did they go ask Danzo what he was gonna do to protect the village from the Akatsuki? No, Danzo's a saint. He's definitely not gonna hide underground with all his men and not lift a finger to help the Leaf village fight pain.
I mean, to be fair, even what she says to the elders there, oh, it's the next generation, you gotta pass the torch to them, let them take over. In the war arc, she wasn't saying that at all. So there you go.
She eventually said it.
Well, the Raikage is certainly not the next generation.
Yeah, I guess.
To be fair, nobody was saying that. Like, nobody was saying Shikamaru should be the leader over Shukaku, etc., etc. So, I mean, Gaara was one of the leaders, so that's something, but Gaara was already just bloodline Kazekage anyways, so, I don't know.
Yeah, and he reached like mental clarity by like 16.
It's ridiculous, yeah. But yeah.
Surely a man that does everything to protect the Leaf village would never do that. And to add insult to injury, they end up blaming Tsunade for the pain assault.
Besides, she is the one who allowed the Leaf village to be destroyed.
Like, are you serious? The woman that's been left comatose indefinitely for protecting the villagers is the one you're blaming?
Okay, on the elders' not side, the opposite of the elder side here. But to be fair, the elders are just saying something dumb there by using the word allow, rather than she's the reason the village blew up in the first place, considering Pain was leaving.
Yeah.
Like, allow is... If you want to blame Tsunade, they're doing it the wrong way. They have much better ammunition to use against her. If anything, they're being too nice here.
And then you vouch for the biggest scumbag in Naruto history to become the Hokage? The same guy that hid during the attack? Really? Of course, as we know, Sasuke delivers some karma and kills Danzo like...
Are the elders aware of what Danzo did during the pain invasion? Do we think?
Well, I mean, they had to have realized that he's not helping.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
He probably felt
they weren't exactly fighting either.
I mean, the Anbu was fighting.
He could have just lied to them and said, "Oh yeah, I sent my men" or some shit.
Well, also, in theory, like, the elders might just think Danzo is a weak old man. They just don't realize how strong he still is. I doubt he's showing them his Izanagi, Sharingan arm, and Hashirama cells and shit.
Exactly. Plus the fact, like, I always felt like that arm brace was a seal, not just like a brace. Exactly, yeah. So
it is a seal.
He shouldn't
They
want
literally
to take
say
it
that
off.
he unseals it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, why would he unseal his eyes? Be like, hey, look at my cool arm, guys. You know?
Well, that's why Ao couldn't just see Sharingan all over his arm.
Yeah.
For example.
Mm-hmm.
He can only see Shisu's because all he did was put a bandage over it.
Yeah, which is dumb. I don't know why he did that, but
Yeah, you should put a seal on that.
The most important one.
I think it's more suspicious that you have Shizui's eye than any of the other eyes.
Yeah. It's almost understandable if he has the other ones. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, well, you might as well take it.
Round of applause, if anything.
12 times. But after his death, and even after it's revealed that he tried that cheap trick with Chisu's eye in the 5 Kage Summit, this is Koharu and Hamura's response to his death.
What a shame. The more gifted they are, the sooner they pass.
Wow. These three are cut from the same shit-stained cloth. Even Kakashi couldn't stand their BS.
Danzo was ambitious, but all he did was for the sake of this village.
Is that meant to be an excuse?
Okay.
Shit, I almost forgot. This is not even mentioning their role in the Uchiha clan massacre. You think it was really just Danzo that issued the order? These two were 100% complicit. At least the third Hokage wanted to try and negotiate with the Uchiha.
Yeah, he's the only one who at least was like, no, let's use words first, guys. The other three are like, no, we get rid of him now. Like,
yeah, bro, they didn't give a fuck.
JuubiTaz, I'll let that honor be yours.
Nah, kill them all. Kill them all. Genocide them. Yeah, these two were just awful. You see, Danzo may have
Okay,
been
you know what I am gonna do? Okay, this is smart. I am gonna, okay, I have an idea. We're going to go down to staff, we're gonna create channel, and we're gonna make a new text channel for, write that down. Timestamps. So now, what we can do, 220. It was around there. Now we know.
the one calling the shots for most of the horrors of the Hidden Leaf. But Koharu and Hamura are what's called enablers. They are complicit in all of Danzo's crimes. You think the Elder Council would have been pushing for the Uchiha massacre if it was only Danzo that wanted it? No. But when you have 3 out of 4, then it's much harder to dispute. I gotta give props to Kishimoto for the accuracy in his depiction of politics. As usually, a politician won't be able to get away with so many atrocities unless he has other, more silent political allies
that's a cool edit. Is Hiruzen a council member?
I guess.
Yeah. He's just the Hokage and a council member.
That's weird to me. I think he should only be council member when he's not Hokage.
I think he's not really a council member, but he attends them all because of, like, the Hokage has several roles, right? It's not just a military duty.
But I mean, like, when he's acting as Hokage, I don't think he should be a councilman. He just interacts with the council at that time.
But he's still gonna be like with them most of the time and like be in on all the meetings or shit. He's basically like the
But at that
authority.
point, he's not acting as Hokage. He's acting as a council member. So I think he can only do one at a time, which I'd be fine with.
Right. Okay, that works.
Well, it's more like it's the Hokage and his council having a meeting is really what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Complicit in his corruption. But yeah, these two are the worst. They lack any sympathy, so it's hard for us to like them as characters. But that makes them pragmatic and realistic in a sense. And they're lucky that Naruto faced Sasuke in the Valley of the End and basically talk no jutsu'd him. Because Sasuke would have put their heads on a spike right next to Danzo's. I mean, shit. I think that if Sasuke, instead of mentioning the 5 Kage, said that he wanted to kill the 2 corrupt elders that helped Danzo commit the massacre, then even Kakashi would have been like, fair enough, I get it. What's funny is that
he would have been
Naruto's
like, you know
never
what,
even
let me
met the
help.
2 elders, even though they're dictating how he should live his life.
What is this tree? Why is this why is there a tree here?
Oh, right. Thank you for pointing it out. So remember, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you remember, Oodie, when I said, I'm pretty sure like, the anime made Madara turn into a tree in the anime, and I couldn't figure out where that came from. I think this might be related to it. Oh, no, this is the Minato's tree. Never mind. This is Minato's Zetsu tree.
Zetsu tree.
Oh. Okay, that makes
because
sense.
the body of the Edo Tensei was Zetsu, and when Minato got freed, the Zetsu just turned into a tree for all the Kage.
Okay. That's so silly.
I still don't remember where the whole Madara became a tree thing from, but I remember seeing it on Reddit or something somewhere, and I was like, where did I find this? Hold on.
Seems like everyone's turning into trees now.
Why did it even turn into a tree? That shouldn't work like that at the point of time of which this is.
It's not like it interacted with Naruto's Kurama chakra or anything.
It's not like the Infinite Tsukiyomi was disbanded yet. If the Zetsu dies, it doesn't turn into a tree normally. It's why is it a tree? I don't know. Anyway.
Funny is that Naruto's never even met the 2 elders, even though they're dictating how he should live his life.
Okay, that's not true in
Maybe even
Boruto,
he
at
would have
least.
been on board. But yeah, also, these 2 are somehow still alive in Boruto. Like, what? Really? At this point, killing them would be doing them a favor.
Oh
but
my
yeah,
god.
Special shout out to Mystic1360 for the suggestion. But
shout out the stuff on screen that doesn't let us see the comment. Don't worry, I do that too.
I said Mystic.
Yeah. We get the comment here. Space wanted us to read some of the comments in this video, since apparently some of them were interesting. The title is very accurate. Those guys are actually worse than I remember. The greatest betrayal in anime history, here, I'll even zoom in, is that Naruto allows them to stick around after he found out what they did to his best friend's clan. Honestly, well, Naruto, yeah, he gets...
These guys weren't characters, they were plot devices. They were comically evil for no reason.
That's crazy.
So we actually talked about this in the past. I don't remember everything we said, but we discussed a couple of things. One was, well, along the lines of introducing Danzo sooner. I think some of the things that we discussed was the idea of either just remove Danzo and make the 2 elders basically Danzo split in half, or B, remove the elders entirely and just have Danzo be where the elders were. Like, is it necessary to even have both? Was the question there. But I think if you do the other reread that Oodie mentioned, 5 Kage Summit, that definitely helps justify it, because I thought the best use of the elders is the pain arc situation. So you have Tsunade's, little speech to them while Danzo is plotting elsewhere, versus, because like you can't just have Tsunade do that speech to Danzo and then just walk away so Danzo can get up and stab the toad. It's just weird. So you can't do that scene without the elders in addition to Danzo. That's the main issue there.
Yeah. It's interesting. I think I would have had Obito not kill them because Sasuke would be telling Obito not to kill them because Sasuke wants to do it himself.
Yeah.
So Obito in the fight has to like incapacitate them.
He would just be like
seal
like
them.
you know,
He
like
could do it.
I'll
With
restrain them
Genjutsu.
for you, Sasuke, so you can kill them later, kind of thing.
Yeah, and that can make
Which
the
is
fight
what
a
he
little bit
does
harder.
anyway. He just sucks him into Kamui. That's all he's gonna do in the first
that can
place.
work too. Yeah.
He genjutsus them and then sucks them into Kamui, because then, like, what are they gonna do?
Exactly. That's what he does in the first place. It's not like he killed Fuintor and then he just sucked him up.
And he kept them like under genjutsu for ages. They like didn't
Somehow,
even know.
I don't know when he even did that. Like, did he just go back and Genjutsu them later?
I think so, because like you can just keep them there whenever you want to use them. Like the second, I think Fu was woken up, right? He's like, "What the fuck's happening?" And then he's just turned into an Edo-tensei.
Exactly. It was weird.
The timeline is really weird because did he feed Fu and Torine? How long did they go without eating when they died later in the war arc?
Well, it depends on who you're talking to, because if it's Sage of Thick Calves, it's only 3 days, and it's probably okay. But if it's like the anime timeline and it's like freaking 9 months or whatever, or like some people will say, like I think Naruto Explained has always said that it's like a big time jump, whereas Sage of Thick Calves stays like 3 days. So if it's Naruto Explained that okay, he had to have been force feeding them under Genjutsu and stuff.
For no
Maybe he
reason. That's what
Genjutsu.
the Akatsuki funds went to.
Maybe just genjutsu that they were, eating or something, and that's
hilarious.
Kept the
No,
body.
Oodie, you'll love this one. Obito gave them chakra / stamina through his Genjutsu. He used the ocarina.
Yeah. Okay.
So, should I suggest another video?
Well, Oodie, in light of that, we did tell Kamui at midnight, so what do you want?
Whereas, I'll be honest, whereas we want to do a longer stream, especially considering it's been like 2 weeks. We did tell Gap we were going to be there 30 minutes ago. So, that being said, JuubiTaz, you are more than welcome to come on again at some point very soon in the future.
I mean,
Essentially
yeah,
for a part
honestly,
2.
are you available tomorrow or Wednesday? Potentially?
Maybe. Yeah, I could probably make some.
We're gonna do an Attack on Titan stream maybe this week, or if not, then it'll just be the next week. Which would leave at least room for one more day to do more of this, really.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be a Attack on Titan review stream.
Well, that one's gonna be a lot of things, but that will be a separate one. Well, we can do a Naruto one on a different day from whenever we do that.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, definitely. Well, thank you for joining. Enjoyed the video. I'm glad that we could watch it. I can't wait for the next reaction and potentially other topics of which aren't reactions with you. Again, JuubiTaz's channel, link in the description below, and the Discord and the comment section and everywhere. So yeah, definitely go subscribe. And thanks to everyone for watching. JuubiTaz, do our outro for us.
Thanks for having me. It was pretty fun. I mean, I had a couple more videos that I wanted to show, but I guess we'll save that for the next stream.
Yeah.
Nice chatting with you, boys.
You too. You too. Thank you very much for coming on. And be fair.
See ya.
Over and out.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace.